सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः.
Okay, just start, then she will do.
Okay. Govinda Madhava Gopala Keshava Govinda Madhava Gopala Keshava Jayananda Mukunda Nanda Govinda Radhe Gopala Jayananda Mukunda Nanda Govinda Radhe Gopala Govinda Madhava Gopala Keshava Giridhari Jai Radhe Gopala Giridhari Jai Radhe Gopala Ghan Shyam 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 Radhe Gopala Ghan Shyam 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 Jai Jai Radhe Gopala Govinda Madhava Gopala Keshava Jayananda Mukunda Nanda Mukunda Radhe Gopala. Hari Om.
हमारे संग
Create something.
आप भी आना संग राधा जी को लाना, आप भी आना संग राधा जी को लाना, आकर रास रचाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आना सुंदर श्याम हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आप भी आना संग गोपियों को लाना, आप भी आना संग गोपियों को लाना, आकर मुरली बजाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आकर मुरली बजाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आना सुंदर श्याम हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आप भी आना संग ग्वालों को लाना, आप भी आना संग ग्वालों को लाना, माखन मिश्री खिलाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, माखन मिश्री खिलाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आना सुंदर श्याम हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आप भी आना संग गाइयों को लाना, आप भी आना संग गाइयों को लाना, दूध की नदियाँ बहाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, दूध की नदियाँ बहाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आना सुंदर श्याम हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आप भी आना संग शिव जी को लाना, आप भी आना संग शिव जी को लाना, आकर डमरू बजाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आकर डमरू बजाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आना सुंदर श्याम हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आप भी आना जी को लाना, आप भी आना संग नारद जी को लाना, आकर वीणा बजाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आकर वीणा बजाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आना सुंदर श्याम हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आप भी आना संग भक्तों को लाना, आप भी आना संग भक्तों को लाना, भक्ति की नदियाँ बहाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, भक्ति की नदियाँ बहाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आना सुंदर श्याम हमारे घर कीर्तन।
One more.
जय सुगंधिनी त्रिपुर सुंदरी, जय महेश्वरी जय जनप्रिये, जय सुनादिनी जगत्पराम्बिके, महिषमर्दिनी देवी माश्रये, जय शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, आदिपराशक्ति अम्ब बालिके, हरि मनोहरी हारभूषणी, अयि सुभाषिणी आदिनायकी, जय महालक्ष्मी देवी माश्रये, शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, शशिकलाधरी शारदाम्बिके, सर्वरूपिणी हंसवाहिनी, ब्रह्मवर्धिनी पुस्तकधारिणी, जय सरस्वती देवी माश्रये, शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, देवी शरणमीश्वरी देवी शरणमीश्वरी, देवी शरणमीश्वरी.
Open now. Patternla. Sing.
भगवान आते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं, मेरे शबरी के जैसे पिलाते नहीं, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम, राम नारायण जानकी वल्लभम, कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान आते नहीं, मीरा के जैसे बुलाते नहीं, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभम। कौन कहता है भगवान नाचते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान नाचते नहीं, गोपियों की तरह तुम नचाते नहीं, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायण जानकी वल्लभ। कौन कहता है भगवान सोते नहीं, कौन कहता है भगवान सोते नहीं, माँ यशोदा के जैसे सुलाते नहीं, अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभ। अच्युतम केशवम कृष्ण दामोदरम राम नारायणम जानकी वल्लभ।
One small. Left? Yeah. Yeah. One.
सावन की सबको बधाई, श्री राधा रानी झूलन को आई, सावन की सबको बधाई, श्री राधा रानी झूलन को आई, झूलन को आई श्यामा झूलन को आई, झूलन को आई श्यामा झूलन को आई, सखियन को संग लाई श्री राधा रानी झूलन को आई, सखियन को संग लाई श्री राधा रानी झूलन को आई, कृष्ण भी झूले संग में राधा भी झूले, कृष्ण भी झूले संग में राधा भी झूले, देख युगल छवि सावन भी झूले, देख युगल छवि सावन भी झूले, अम्बा घट अंबर घटा घिर आई श्री राधा रानी झूलन को आई, अंबर घटा घिर आई श्री राधा रानी झूलन को आई, अम्बुआ की डाली शोभा है न्यारी, अम्बुआ की डाली शोभा है न्यारी, मस्ती में गाए ब्रिज की सब नारी, मस्ती में गाए ब्रिज की सब नारी, नाच के चुनरी लहराई श्री राधा रानी झूलन को आई, नाच के चुनरी लहराई श्री राधा रानी झूलन को आई, धरती भी झूमे सखिया भी झूमे, धरती भी झूमे सखिया भी झूमे, हरी हरी बगिया की कलिया भी झूमे, हरी भरी बगिया की कलिया भी झूमे, पवन चले पुरवाई श्री राधा रानी झूलन को आई, पवन चले पुरवाई श्री राधा रानी झूलन को आई, सावन की सबको बधाई श्री राधा रानी झूलन को आई।
Yeah. Only 2 minutes, so I make an announcement. See, we are printing a book, Bhagavatam. mission is doing it. From my last year's talks, Mithrananji has permitted. Earlier we did one small thing, essence of Bhagavatam. Now the whole 9 days talks has permitted for 2 books, Bhagavatam and Brudaranaka. So this Bhagavatam, Brudaranaka, you can't give it to anybody. No point. See, we shouldn't give it to anybody who won't read. Bhagavatam is not like that. Not only everybody will read, anybody comes home also they will read. And even in marriages, last time that small book, somebody bought 1,000 and gave it to daughters with this thing. So Bhagavatam anybody will read and it's useful. So we are giving print order by Tuesday, Wednesday. Any of you for your functions, weddings at home, or guests wants copies, please let Satish know. Satish is the manager. Right?
What I want to ask them is, how many books you can sell? No, 5, 10. Multiples of 25.
Huh?
Okay.
Multiples of 25.
50. You are a bad salesman. It's going to cost you only 225 maximum, 225, 230. Even 50 books about 10, 11,000 rupees. Best gift you can give to anybody. Right? And if there is a function in your house, marriages, you can buy even more. So, but I always believe, never pressurize anybody. It should be 100% voluntary. So if you feel like, you tell him, bas. Now we take the class. Ooh. सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. You plug heater, you will only get hot water. You plug the fridge, you will get cold. So what you plug, that electricity faithfully gives. You can't blame electricity. So we also plug to death, sorrow, we'll only get that. How will you get immortality and happiness when you plug to death and sorrow? This body, mind, intellect, what do they have? Anything else? They have only death and sorrow. You have both in you. To what you connect, that you will get. If you connect to matter, matter is finite, mortal, changing, sorrowful. You will get only that body. If you connect to spirit, everything maja, right? So it's your choice. So the whole Vedanta is only this. You are now connecting to wrong things and complaining. You are connecting to wrong things, wrong way and complaining. Detect, understand, change. This is all Vedanta. You know, all of us constantly, yesterday only I found the answer. constantly trying to solve this problem, that problem, that problem, that problem. Is there any time, will there be any time that man has no challenges, no problems, no insecurity? Never, never, never. So why struggle? Allow the nature to take place. God is the one who gives you all the experiences. Nothing escapes his attention. All that he gives, you need it. It's good for you. If it doesn't give you anything, you don't need it. Accept his wisdom. Move on. Then, is there something I can do? Yes. What is giving you problem is not the things outside, is your mind. This mind has to be turned towards its source, God. Now it is turned towards external world. Mind is nothing but consciousness. Consciousness, when it is turned to objects, it becomes mind, it experiences death and sorrow. When it is tuned to its own source, it experiences immortality and bliss. Immortality and bliss. This you have to do. This process is called meditation, spirituality. Detach and attach. Detach from the false, detach from the finite, detach from death, attach to the real, attach to immortality, attach to bliss. This is called meditation. So all your problems can be solved through meditation. In meditation, really what is happening is you are surrendering the mind. And it is this mind that is giving you problem. You are able to accept everything. You find in meditation there is no sorrow. So the only answer is meditation. In meditation, you renounce your ego, you renounce your doership, enjoyership, the body and all that. So increase your meditation as much as possible. Meditation is not merely, mark this word, not merely, I didn't say it is not, merely sitting and doing. Sitting and doing is tuning, but it should continue all the 23 hours. Whatever you are doing, you must feel the presence of God. And when you are doing that, the ego, the doership, enjoyership drop by themselves. You don't have to struggle. Because light and darkness cannot be there at the same time. God and falsehood cannot stay together, mind together. So attached to God, everything else will correct themselves. You don't try to unnecessarily, I'm doing sadhana. What sadhana you are doing? The sadhana you are doing is again, I am doing. That ego is there. What sadhana? Hold on to his feet, he will take care of everything. Hold on to his feet, he will take care. Right? So this science of renouncing the doership, enjoyership is the 5th chapter. But 5th chapter cannot straight away people understand, because this is a very subtle topic, dropping doership, enjoyership. They have to be prepared. When you start a car, you don't straight away start in top gear. First gear, second gear, third gear, then only the top gear. I don't know the present things. Present things may be starting straight also, I don't know. Right? gearless. But this is how you have to start a car in our days at least. Right? Similarly, renouncing the doership, enjoyership, the instrument has to be prepared. That is the fourth chapter. Firstly, for preparation of the instrument or renunciation, a sleepy, tamasic man cannot do. Only a dynamic man can do. That is third chapter. Third chapter, dynamic action. Fourth chapter, dedicated action. Fifth chapter, renounce the sense of doership, enjoyership. And I tell you, this easy, simple, practical, pleasant through meditation. That is why immediately after fifth chapter, sixth chapter meditation starts. Sixth chapter meditation starts. That meditation in sixth chapter are only principles, or adjustments. The real meditation starts with seventh chapter. Adjustments. Right? And when you sit for meditation, all your vasanas come out. You get frightened. Or you things that I never even think. Such dirt comes from my mind when you sit for meditation. So many dirty things come. People are scared. And it's a healthy sign. Gurudev said, the dirt inside I want to come out. When they want to come out, you are continuously feeding thoughts. You don't give an opportunity for them to come out. You don't give the opportunity for them to come out. That's why in sleep they come out. Sleep, you are not feeding. In sleep, you are not feeding. So, the subconscious mind comes out in the form of dreams. In waking, you are continuously feeding. And in meditation, since you don't feed this hala hala visham, when you amrita manthan, it comes out. You should not be frightened. You should not be, allow it to come out. Allow it to come out. It's necessary. The dirt is coming out. Right? So, what is the difference between our waking state and in dream state, deep sleep state, and samadhi? In deep sleep, everything quiet and the vasanas come. That becomes dream. When the vasanas come, that becomes dream. And there, what happens is, you don't interfere in dream. Therefore, they exhaust. It is God's kindness. If only you and I have to exhaust all our vasanas, even God's time is not enough. He is so kind that many of the things he exhausts through dreams. There you don't interfere, therefore they don't multiply. In waking, you interfere and you multiply. In meditation, you hasten the process, consciously trying to bring them out and not interfere. Sakshi, hold on to God. In dream, what happens? You are here hastening up consciously. Right? So all Vedanta, you do. What do they tell in the beginning? Do japa. You have read all books, everything finished, mastered several years. Then you ask Swamiji what to do. Do japa. Both only japa. Both only japa. Again, japa can be two ways. One is continuous repetition of the name. That also works. Second, after some time repetition, Start thinking about that name, Om Namo Narayanaya. What does Narayana means? What Namaha means? Start thinking. That becomes contemplation. Right? Swamiji gives a lovely example. A foreigner was coming to India. Swamiji was abroad. He was going to India. He said, while you go there, eat this also. Oh, it will disturb this. It's okay. So you eat bananas because they're right. That man didn't know. It's not that they're not available. Today, everywhere, everything is available. Everywhere, everything is available. Anyway, he was not aware. So Swamiji said, you eat. So this man, as soon as he came, he stayed in touch. Sir, I want some bananas. They brought a basket and kept. He ate one, threw it off, two, threw it off. And similarly, all the hotels. Then he went again, met Swamiji. Swamiji never forgets. Did you eat bananas? How did you like? You know, these foreigners, they don't say, I didn't like and all that. They have a way of saying. Either they will say it is different. They won't say it's bad. It is different. Here he said, Swamiji, it must be acquired taste. You know, it must be acquired. Then Swamiji said, the host, bring some bananas. When Swamiji says, they bring in a basket and keep. Swamiji asked, now you eat. That man took it without peeling. Then Swamiji said, this is not the way to eat. He peeled and gave. And by the time he stopped, the entire basket over, the fellow finished off. Understand? So peel off BMI and enjoy the self. Without peeling off the BMI, you cannot enjoy. That is meditation. Sri Paramatmane Namaha. Arjuna Uvacha. Sannyasam karmanam Krishna. Punaha yogam cha shamsasi. Yachreya yetayoho ekam. Tanme bruhi sunishchitam. When I wanted to leave everything and go, this war, I didn't want people to die. I wanted to go. You said, no, you must fight. And you gave some logics. Okay, I thought I will fight. Right? I was convinced, I thought I will fight. And then you said, no, that is not the highest. Jnana. Knowledge is the highest. Okay, I thought I will take that. I will take that. Then again you say, after explaining Jnana, 4th chapter you will see. Tad diddhi pranipatena jnanena tu eva. Only through jnana you get kaya. And then he says, yoga sannyasta karmanam. Right? And therefore, you take to yoga. You take to yoga. 4th chapter, last, what is the last bit? Yes.
Sambhutam utastam jnanasinatmanah chittainam samsayam yoga matishloshta bharatah.
Tasmat ajnana sambhutam prustam jnanasinatmana chitva yenam samshayam yogam attisto uttishta bharata. You take to yoga. Right? You take to yoga. You understand? First he said karma. Then he said, that's not ultimate, sannyasa. He was willing to accept. Then he says, yogam te. You understand? So he is now confused. Is Bhagavan confusing? No. He is giving the scheme. He is giving the scheme. Karma is a must. But that karma should be in the dedicated this thing. Then you should drop doership, enjoyership, sannyasa. So, having given all the logic, for Arjuna, he is fit for karma yoga, integrating the mind and intellect. He has given all the logic so that he is not confused. He will run away to forest. That's what he wanted to do. He gave all the logic because running away doesn't solve the problem. This is what is real sannyasi is. Having given it, he said, for you, you should take to yoga, karma yoga. You understand? And this man says, you are confusing me. He is not confusing. You are confused. You are confused. So, he says, sannyasam karmanam Krishna. Punaha yogam cha shamsasi yachreya yetayoho ekam tanme bruhi sunischitam. And again, his framing the question itself shows his lack of understanding. Even when Krishna praised sannyasa, he did not praise renunciation of actions. He starts sannyasam karmanam Krishna, renunciations of actions. Krishna never praised that. Its renunciation is different. Renunciation of action is different. Renunciation of action is different. I'm also planning seriously to go to Rishikesh and settle down, because all that I have to do is buy some orange clothes and wear. Kali Kamli Wala gives free food, complete day. And everybody gives chai and all that. Everybody do namaskaram to you, give dakshina also. Here, what? I have to trouble everybody. There I am taken care. And everybody will say, Maharaj, Maharaj, Maharaj. I'm seriously thinking. You understand? So that is not sannyasa. That is karma sannyasa. That is karma sannyasa. Karma sannyasa is never recommended. It is vidvat sannyasa. Sannyasa through enlightenment. Vidvat sannyasa. After enlightenment, this man doesn't feel he is the doer, he is the enjoyer, he has nothing to do. Their body, mind, intellect does. He is only a spectator. He is only a spectator. That's vidvat sannyasa. Karma sannyasa he never recommended. But his question itself shows how much he has understood Krishna. Sannyasam karmanam Krishna, punaha yogam cha shamsasi. Again you are praising yoga, karma yoga. Yet shreyaha, out of the two, which is good, yetayoho ekam tanme, that bruhi sunischitam. Krishna, I think temporarily you have some problem. You are not able to decide. 1,600 wives to manage. Right? You seem to have some problem. So sit in a corner. Decide and tell me. Sunischitam. You decide and tell me. I am confused. You are confusing me further. You sit and tell me. Bhagavan says, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Sannyascha Karma Yogascha Nisreha Sakarabhubhav Tayoho Karma Sannyasat Karma Yogo Visishyate. Sannyasa and Karma Yoga both are good. Out of them, Karma yoga is any day better than karma sannyasa. He didn't say sannyasa. He didn't say sannyasa. Karma yoga is any day better than karma sannyasa. This is what you wanted to do. Run away. Right? And also Arjuna's questions suggest you have choice. You can select this or you can select that. No, it is not a choice. It is a process. You evolve through karma yoga to become fit for karma sannyasa and then finally get enlightenment. It's a process. Go to high school, then IIT, then PhD, which now Trump is making it difficult. Right? Okay. So it's Anga Angi, they call it. Anga, limb, Angi. You understand? Parts. Two sections of the same path. It's not that totally independent. I have choice whether I can take sannyasa or karma yoga. No. And then now Krishna tells him, he clearly said there also, karma yoga is better than karma sannyasa. And now he says, what is real sannyasa? Neha sa nitya sannyasi yo na dvesti na kanchati nirdvandvahaya mahabaho sukham bandhat pramuchyate. See, each one stanza, if you try to find its relevance to you, find a scheme through which you find complete solution. One stanza is enough. This one stanza I'll explain. One stanza is enough if you completely understand that. Right? Somebody, when Gurudev went to somebody's house, he showed Swamiji, all these are your books. I gone through all of them. Swamiji asked, has any one gone through you? Anyone gone through you? So here, what is the problem? We said mind. What is the mind? We have to understand. Nirdvandvaha dvesti kanchati. Dvesti kanchati. From tomorrow, I am not going to dislike anybody. I am not going to hate anybody. Right? Try to see yourself. You should only become a real sannyasi, gnani, only to hold on to love and not hate. Other people, it's impossible to say, I won't dislike somebody, I will like somebody. When you like somebody, you are not liking the other person because they are both opposites. Right? So if you are holding only to love, not like and dislike, then you are a gnani. You've gone beyond the mind because this like and dislike is mind. Like, dislike, good, bad, friend, enemy. That is why it's called dvandva. Remove dvandva from the mind, mind becomes consciousness. Remove dvandva from the mind, mind becomes consciousness. And then what happens? Since there are no two, only when there are two, you try to hang on to some, avoid some. That becomes a bondage. I want always this, I don't want that. That's called bondage. When there are no twos, nothing to hold on, nothing to reject. Nothing to hold on, nothing to freed from bondage. Mind is Dvandva. Mind, what is Dvandva? Liking some, not liking some. It's not only persons. Liking some experiences, not liking some experiences. Not merely persons, experiences also. This I like, that I don't like. Right? This I like, that I don't. So that you drop, that is sannyasi, not running away. That if I run away, wherever I go, I am taking my mind. You need it. Sometimes you have to go to Tirtha stay in ashrams, satsang. You need it, but not permanently only there. You have to prepare yourself to stay in your house. Bring Rishikesh, bring Haridwar, bring Siddhabari, Uttarkashi in your heart. Otherwise, all the time depending on that is no good. I wanted to go to Siddhabari, Uttarkashi on 17th. Our friend Satish scolded me. All the time you are running. Even up to this age, you have not found peace. What is the point? Then I said, okay, from now onwards, no more trips. Right? No more trips. Why? You have to feel it here. Siddhabari, you should feel it here. Hey, Uttarkashi. Then I don't have to go. You won't feel it there. You have to go. You have to absorb. You have to get trained. You have to meditate on that. Then that becomes your own nature. That becomes your own nature. Right? So God is not, as Einstein said, God doesn't play dice. He's not a man to create sorrow, to create this thing. He didn't create. You are putting the wrong plug. You are putting the wrong plug. God didn't create. Right? So he says, Neya Nitya Sannyasi is eternally, permanently sannyasi, na dvesti, na kanchati. He doesn't hate anything, nor want anything. Doesn't reject anything, doesn't hug anything. One practical example I have heard, I didn't see. This was 60 years back I heard of this man. But that man I saw. But what happened, I didn't see. That man I saw, he is such a big belly. Therefore, he is called Toppaya Modalyar. He was a devotee of Ramana Bhagavan and Gurudev. Ramana Bhagavan also. In 6 months, 3 calamities in the house. 2 sons died and 1 daughter died or something like that. 3. The one body is there, up. He is sitting in the veranda, talking to people what last week Narada Bhakti Sutra Gurudev did in Trichy. 3 calamities. Body is still there. This man is talking to people what Gurudev has talked in Narada Bhakti Sutra last week. You won't get it simply. Your living has to be intelligent. Live for all. You will get 2-3 times in this chapter. Sarva bhuta hite rataha. You have to love all, live for all, turn all your work towards the good of all, reduce the ego, integrate the mind intellect, practice meditation. Then only that can come. Simply it won't come. By wishing it won't come. Neyasya nitya sannyasi yona dvesti na kanchati. He doesn't hate anybody. He doesn't want anything or anybody. Nirdvandvaha, free from dualities. Mahabaho Sukham Bandhat Pramuchyate. Comfortably. Sukham here means comfortably, easily. He goes beyond the bondage. Bandhat Pramuchyate. Bandha means bondage. Bondage means dependence. Where there is duality, you are dependent on one. Bandhat Pramuchyate, not Muchyate, Pramuchyate, once for all. Muchyate is leaving. Pramuchyate. Wherever pra, pari comes in Geeta and all that, that means from the highest standpoint. Pramuchyate. And then he says, Sankhya Yogo Prathak Balaha Pravadanti na Panditaha Ekam Ekamapi Astitaha Samyak Ubhayoho Vindate Phalam. Only unintelligent people who read books without a teacher, without a personal contact, discussing anything, just buy a book, that also they don't read properly. Buy in Higginbotham stall in railway station, while going, glance through, and then say, I read the Geeta. Only, right? Only such people will say, Bhagavan says, Balaha. Balaha means children. Children only will say, these two are independent paths. They are not independent paths. They are complementary. They are complementary. Anga, Angi. You understand? So, Sankhya Yoga, Pratak Balaha, Pravadanti, na Panditaha. Enlightened people don't talk two of them to be different. Ekamapi astitaha, established in one properly, you will get the other automatically. Samyak ubayor vindate padam. If you are established in one properly, you will get the benefit of both. You will get the benefit of both. Yet Sankhehi prapyate sthanam tad yogahi api gamyati. Ekam Sankhyam cha yogam cha yah pashyati sa pashyati. Please go little deep into Sanskrit. Learn, not for erudition, for your experience. How much love these people have. See the words they use. See, Sankhya man, following the path of knowledge, prapyate, he gets it. Yoga man walks through the path, step by step. Sankhya man, when the guru talks, he gets it, because he is prepared. Unprepared man has to walk the path. So, yet Sankhehi prapyate sthanam. The people who are following the Sankhya path or the path of knowledge, what they get it. Yoga karma yogins, gammyate, they are moving towards that, reaching there. Right? Ekam Sankhyam cha yogam cha yah pashyati sa pashyati. Only one who sees both are not totally independent, he only understands. Others are only blabbering. Sanyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptum ayogataha yogayukto munihi brahma na achirena adhigacchati. Sanyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptum ayogataha. Sannyasa is not possible. One who has not integrated is mind and intellect. What is integrated in mind and intellect? Mind wants to do something. Intellect says no. Both are dragging you in two different directions. When the mind comes under the control of the intellect, that's called integrated mind. This is done through Karma Yoga. When the mind comes under the guidance and control of the intellect, mind always drops towards pleasant, prayas. Intellect towards shreyas. Mind towards matter. Intellect towards spirit. When this mind comes under the control of the intellect, Arjuna came under the control of Krishna, the intellect. Charioteer is intellect. Arjuna came. Whereas Dhritarashtra, Sanjaya is as good as Krishna, but he never came under his control. You understand? So the mind coming under the control of the intellect is called yoga integration. Later on, or earlier, he used the term buddhi yoga. Buddhi yoga means coming under the control of the intellect. Sanyasastu mahabaho dukkhamaptum ayogataha yoga yukto munih brahma na achirenadi gacchati. One who is integrated, munihi, the contemplative one. Muni is not, as Swamiji says, long beard and all that. Muni, mananasilavan muni. One who contemplates is called a muni. Right? And that man, if has integrated through his contemplation, he will quickly get the goal. And such a man, what are his marks, guidelines? Naiva kinchit karomiti, yuktom manyeta tattvavite. Pashyan, Shunvan, Sprushan, Jigran, Achan, Jigran, Asnan, Gachan, Swapan, Swashan, Pralapan, Visujan, Gruhnan, Unmishan, Unmishan, Nimishan Napi, Indriyani, Indriyarteshu, Vartanta, Vartanta, iti Dharayan. What control he has got when he going on the road, you will see several things. In a joint family, and you are sitting in the hall, you will see several people talking several subjects on TV itself. Different people have different tastes, right? He can't control everybody, neither walking or here or anything, right? So his mind also probably can be dragged towards one, aversion towards the other. His mind also can play mischief. What this man does, it is the nature of the senses to be involved with the sense objects. Indriyani, senses, indriyarteshu, their respective objects. They are connected. They are connected. I have nothing to do. I am a sakshi. I am a sakshi. I have nothing to do. I am walking. I see so many things. Nothing. I have neither attraction for repulsion. Eyes are there to see. I see their objects. I have nothing to do with them. I have nothing to do with them. Indriyani, indriyarteshu. Senses in their sense objects. Vartanta. They transact. Iti dharayan. Right? When various things he gives.
Shlok 7. This is 8 and 9.
7 I left it. Yoga yukto vishuddhatma viditatma jikendriyaha sarva bhutatma bhutatma kurvannapin na lipyate. Entire scheme is given. Yoga yukta, one who is practicing yoga, integrating the mind and intellect, having succeeded in that, vishuddhatma, having exhausted the vasanas, vijitatma, conquered the mind, jitendriyaha, conquered the senses, sarva bhutatma bhutatma. This is most important. It will come here itself twice. In Bhagavatam also. You cannot achieve spirituality as long as you don't see the same God in all. You can't say, I love God, and then start hating. Bhagavata clearly, in 329 says, if you don't love all, you are doing yajna yagas, is pouring ghee into ashes. It has no value. It has no value. And he says so much, he doesn't leave. You say you love me, but you hate fellow beings. You don't love me. You understand? So, sarva bhutatma bhutatma, he has to see himself in all. Such a man, kurvannapi na lipyate, even though he is acting He is not tainted by those actions. Kurvan napi, he is acting, but he doesn't get vasanas, because vasanas can come to ego, doership, enjoyership. This man has no more ego. So the vasanas cannot come back. The example given again in this thing, Bhagavatam also, it says, Gurudev uses this example also, Bhagavatam also, they are like Barjita Kvatita Dana, like pounded and roasted seeds. They cannot germinate. Seeds that are roasted and pounded, they cannot. These vasanas cannot germinate in him. They cannot reach him. Even if they reach, they cannot germinate. They don't multiply. Sarva bhutatma bhutatma kurvan napina lipyate. Naiva kinchit karomiti yukto manye tappavite. I don't do anything. Pashyan, seeing, prushan, touching. Oh, Bhakya Spachet also I have to. No. Yeah. Pashyan, seeing, Srunvan, listening, Sprushan, touching, Jigran, smelling, Ashnan, eating, Gachan, moving, Swapan, sleeping, Swashan, breathing, Tralapan, blabbering what I'm doing now, Visrujan, leaving, Gruhunan, picking up, Unmission, Nimishan, Napi, Unmission, closing the eyelids, open. In fact, all the exams he gave fits into that. What effort have you got in Unmission, Nimission? I am very busy. I don't have time at all. I am closing my eyelids and opening every second. What effort you got? Similarly, all these experiences, they go on. I have nothing to do. I don't do anything. Indriyani indriyarteshu vartanta iti dharayan. Now I have not come to that stage. What should I do? Always Shankaracharya in Sthita Prajna, 2nd chapter 12, it said that what is natural to a gnani, the one who wants to become a gnani should consciously practice. A gnani has no desires, right? You have to practice that. You have to practice that. A gnani doesn't hate anybody. You have to practice that. A gnani doesn't like somebody, dislikes somebody. You have to practice that. Right? So he says, Brahmanyadaya karmani, doing all actions, offering to Brahma. Naivedyam. All my actions are Naivedyam to him. What all actions? If you're scolding somebody, yes, my vasanas are coming out. Those vasanas I am offering it to him. My vasanas are coming out. Those vasanas I am offering it to him. That's why you put the flower. Vasana. Your vasanas you are offering. Understand? The flower has vasana. Right? Scolding, yes, my vasanas are coming, I am offering it to him. Right? Every action of yours is a naivedya to him. What he gives is prasada. Prasada, when it is given, you don't say, Uppu jasti, uppu kammi. You accept the prasada as it is given, close the eyes and take. And that's why in Andhra, for the New Year, we have all the taste. Now, bitterness, sweetness, all put together. Right? New Year. Yemandi?
Pachadi.
Pachadi. Right? You take that, all mixed together. You close your eyes and take. You don't question. That is prasada buddhi. That is prasada buddhi, which is there in this house. All are prasada. Brahmanyadaya karmani sangam tyaktva karoti yaha, leaving attachment, whoever actions, lippate nasa papena padma patra mivambasa. He is not tainted by those actions, just like water on a lotus leaf. It's there on the leaf, but it doesn't wet it and it doesn't stay. And what? The stem, lotus stem, is nothing but water. The seed was this much. That seed only has become the stem. Complete water it sucked. It has become the leaf. It mostly everything is water in that. And on that water stays. But they don't get. So this world is also Bhagavan. On that you stay. Don't get attached. कायेन मनसा बुद्ध्या केवलैरिन्द्रियैरपि योगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति संगम त्यक्त्वा आत्मशुद्धये. Merely through body, mind, intellect. Kevalaihi indriyairapi. Only through senses. Kevala is not Tamil Kevala. Right? Kevala means only. Only through the senses. Yoginaha karma kurvanti. The meditators do the actions. Sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye. Renouncing attachment for the purification of the self. Why do they act? For the purification of the self. Yuktah karma phalam tyaktva shantimaipnoti naistikim ayuktah kamakarena pale sakto nibadyate. This is what the crux. God has made me miserable. He is so happy. He didn't make you miserable. He didn't make him happy. You understand? You are attached to certain definitions. This I like, that I don't like. This results I want, that results I don't want. Do you have control over things to happen? Even Trump doesn't have control. One thing even God doesn't know is what happens in share market. Even God says, I don't know. You understand? God also doesn't know. You don't have control over anything. Right? So what is the point in getting attached? I must earn this, I must earn that. Right? So, yuktaha, integrated, karma phalam tyaktva, discarding attachment to results, one finds peace. Shanti mapnoti, nice ticking. You don't have to do anything. Just don't bother what happens. Sleep. Sleep means not physical sleep. Just shut yourself off. You get automatic peace. Ayuktaha, not one integrated, not one tuned to God. Not one tuned to God. Kama karana, because of his desires, phale sakto nibadyate. He is attached to results and gets bound. So bondage and liberation, Bhagavan didn't create. You are attached to certain happenings. Jnani is not attached because I get what is the topmost in the world, President of America, because he says, I am doing this, you all keep quiet. Nobody talks against. Supposing I am made President of America for another 20 years. So what? Everybody will listen also because I have the power. So what? Did I conquer their mind? So what? Right? Or I lost everything. I am on the roads. Everybody is spitting at me. So what? It is you that give weight to that and this suffer. You have no value either for that or for this. You are peaceful. You are peaceful. Bhagavatam story comes from Brahmana who lost all property. Goes on begging. That also when he goes to bathing, keeps that. These boys who used to come there, pass stools on that food, urine and all that. That man didn't scold. He says, all these, nobody is responsible. My mind alone is responsible. My mind alone is responsible. Nobody is responsible. Navadvare pure dehi. Sarva karmani manasa sanyasyaste sukham vashi navadvare pure dehi naiva kurvan nakarayan. Therefore, Krishna says, all actions renounce. Did he say that? Manasa sanyasya. Through mentally detached. Mentally detached. He didn't say leave the actions. Mentally detached. Sarva karmani manasa sanyasya. Manasa sanyasya. Aste sukham vasi. He is so happy, blissful. Right? Navadware pure dehe naiva kurvan nakarayan. In the 9-gated this city, he is the king. He rules. Everybody brings him food. Eyes bring him food through forms. Ears bring him food through sounds. Nose brings him food through smell. Tongue brings him food to taste. Everybody brings food and offers to him. He doesn't do anything. He just takes and enjoys. He doesn't do anything. Understand? A president or a king who is every second doing something is not a president or a king. That means he has no control over others. He has no organization at all. He himself is the worker. He is the worker. A president or a king doesn't do. Everything is set. Things follow their own course. Sun doesn't have a diary. This time I have to wake up tomorrow. I have to pass through India, Pakistan and all that. No diary. Wind doesn't have a diary. Right? Things go in their presence. Raja is there, things go in their presence. You are the Raja here. Everything moves in your presence. Eyes, ears, nose, everything, mind, intellect. Navadvare pure dehi, naiva kurvan nakaryan. He doesn't act nor makes others act. Rules follow. This again, Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest scientists, says, I don't know whether God created the world. Even if he has created, he put some laws and stopped interfering with them. He put some laws and stopped interfering with them. Right? Very rarely mother-in-laws don't interfere with daughter-in-laws. Nadatte kachatit papam nachaiva sukritam vibhu ajnanena samjnanam tena mukyanti jantavaha.
Also,
14.
न कर्तृत्वं न कर्माणि लोकस्य सृजति प्रभुः न कर्म फल संयोगम स्वभावस्तु प्रवर्तते. In the dream, you are sleeping. Several things happen. You didn't create any one of them. Na kartrutvam, na karmani, nor the actions. You are sleeping. Vasanas are coming and they get animated. You are not created anything. Likewise, Raja is there, everything goes. He is not responsible. Sun is there. Take the best example. Without sun, nothing, no life is possible. There are yajnas, yagas going on. There are murders going on. Sun is not responsible for both. Na kartrutvam, na karmani. Neither doership nor actions I create. Svabhavastu pravartate. By their nature they act. Vasanas. By their very nature they act. Na karma phala samyogam. Nor I sit there, because this is our concept. God is there. Chitragupta is there, taking count of all these things, and you will get this. He has nothing to do. There are inbuilt rules. Inbuilt, you indiscriminately eat, you will have to take jealousy. You will put weight. If you are careful, you won't. They are inbuilt rules. What God has to do with them? What God has to do with them? You understand? So he says, I have not created or not even connecting karma phalas. They naturally happen. That's what Swamiji used to say. You are not punished for your sins. You are punished by your sins. If you do a wrong act, you will suffer. You will be agitated. You don't need a God to punish you. You will. This is even modern, these things. Leo Tolstoy. This is philosophy. He was great friend of Gandhiji, Russian. He believes no police station, no courts are necessary. They are punished by their own these things. And there was the same another Russia, there is a man. He wrote a book, Dostoevsky, it's his personal life. Some murder has happened, right? No proof. He was acquitted. He was in jail. His consciousness didn't permit him because he knew he had murdered. He couldn't sleep. So he went to the police and said, I have done this. Understand? So you don't need somebody to punish you. Tolstoy used to say, remove all police stations, remove all these things. You don't need any one of them. Right? Na karma phala samyogam swabhavastu pravartate. Na adatte kachachit papam. Na chaivam sukritam vibhuhu. Ajnanena vritam jnanam tena mukyanti. Krishna arpanam, I said, all my sins Krishna has taken. Right? He says, I don't take anybody's good or bad, nor do I give anybody good or bad. Your good or bad, I don't take. Nor do I give anybody good or bad. Ajnanena vritam jnanam tena mukyanti jantava. This consciousness, this wisdom is covered by ignorance, stupidity. Therefore, they are deluded. They make everybody responsible. That man cheated me. That man did this. God did this to me. And all that they talk. Nobody does anything. You are your own friend. You are your own enemy. Stupid fellow. Right? Jnanena tadajnanam yesham nashitamatmanah tesham adityavajnanam prakasheti tatparam. You don't have to do anything. Just remove the ignorance. When the cloud is covering the sun, you don't have to go and pull the cloud and all that and sun god, now please start illuminating. Cloud has moved. He is all the time illuminating. Cloud moves, you experience. So when this ajnana goes, you experience Bhagavan. You don't have to pray, invoke, meditation, nothing. Remove the ignorance through knowledge, automatically he will reveal himself to you. So all efforts is removal of ignorance, not creating knowledge. Tad buddhaya tadatmanaha tannishta tatparayanaha gachanti gachanti apunaravruttim jnana nirdhuta kalmashaha. The various stages of knowledge, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. I didn't know that there is such a thing as Geeta. I only know one of our Swamis used to say he died. Before I went to Hemu's class, I only know Pakatu Vitigita, Edur Vitigita. I didn't know Bhagavad Gita, he used to say. Right? So, here, you didn't know that there is such a thing, spiritual thing. Now you have known there is a thing like that. Shravana, participation, as Swamiji says. In the same commentary also he has written participation, involvement, commitment. Then you think, manana, it's called involvement. Then you experience, that's called nididhyasana, commitment. Swamiji says, participation, involvement, commitment. Shravana, manana, nididhyasana. It's right there in the commentary itself. Tad buddhayaha, having understood it, absorbed that. Tadatmanaha, having made your own. First you heard, then you understand, then you assimilate. Tannistha tatparayanaha, living in that constantly. Gachanti apunaravrittim jnana nidhuta kalmashaha. All the sins having been purified by jnana, they do not again take birth, come back to this world. Doesn't mean he won't come back. Even Bhagavan's come avatar. What they mean they won't come back is they won't suffer like the ignorant individuals. They have the choice to come or not to come. Right? Even if they come, they have the choice to detach. It's not the question of they come or they don't come. When they say no punarjanma, what it means is no punarjanma as a stupid fellow as you have been living up to now. And when such a man gets this knowledge, this is the basic requirement or even science. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shunuchaiva Tvapakecha Panditaha Samadarshinaha. Oh, 7:45 class, Geeta.
7:40.
7:45. Then I'll stop with this. Vidya Vinaya, otherwise you will put it off. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne, one who has got knowledge and humility. Brahmane, one who sees, a knowledgeable man, or a humble man, or a brahmana, or a horse, or an elephant. Shunichaiva, dog. Shopake, dog eater. Panditaha Samadarshanaha. They see all of them with the same eye. They see Bhagavan only. That means some murderer comes to my home. I make him sit in the house and do Pada Puja, is it? No. He sees the same Bhagavan in all. Even if he sees the same Bhagavan, transactional life, you have to use the transactional intelligence. I bought 2 broomsticks. One I kept in puja room, one I kept in toilet. Same price, same source I brought and kept. Now I can't interchange. What a toilet I can't take to puja room. You understand? Similarly, transactional world, you have to do something. But in your mind, you see everything as God, you love all. Samadarshanaha. Right? We will see, otherwise Madam will close. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
ॐ श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे